Is this where the lockbox is? Yes. Yeros' diary. Let's read it. Where are you? Also, learned Mage Light and Divine Shield. My name is Yeros Sunwind, and this is my first life letter. Last night, Sierra and I had a lengthy talk about our plans for the future. At one point, Sierra noticed that a lot of visionaries tend to become cynical, the reason being they lose sight of their goals. These documentations shall record my aspirations. In moments of weakness, I want to read these to remind myself of what is dear to me. Well, this is the first one. Just yesterday, the Keeper of the Order from Ark visited the village. And if that wasn't enough, he also detected some magic inside of me. Is that even possible? Me, an arcanist? It's difficult to express my feelings with words. I feel like all my hard work is finally paying off. Interestingly, this arouses a peculiar, somewhat morbid thought. Maybe it is, in some sad way, even good that my mother passed away. Why? Because it opened my eyes. Now I don't feel anything other than a lack of understanding. And yes, even anger towards the simpletons of the village, both the children and adults. Day after day, it is always the same. They get up, work, and let themselves be amused by the bards in the evening. Can't they see what's happening with the world? Everything they pass on, should it really be just a brief inscription on a stone? Sierra is different. She understands me, she shares my dream. And if Master Yggdrasil accepts her as an apprentice, we could continue to be as close in the novitiate as we are right now. Second later. Letter? Not later. 15 years have passed and a lot of my wishes have come true. Sierra and I are now living together, but with the craftsman instead of in the temple quarters. It has been 5 years since I completed the holy trial. Despite what I had originally planned, I have decided against the military path and will be a school teacher instead. Why? Because I believe that I can reach a lot more people by sharing my vision with the young, rather than fighting in wars. Such things might sometimes be necessary, but they stand for everything that I stand against. Beyond that, the Truchessa has recently adopted the food bank bill, which Sierra and I developed together. Twice a year, rich Enderalians are obliged to contribute a handful of pennies into a chest, with which the poorest in the Undercity are bought a warm meal. The reactions were mixed. Some agreed almost enthusiastically, while others were outraged. Often I would hear things like, "It's their own fault they live in misfortune," or, "If they would actually work, they wouldn't starve." Such people make me furious. What cursed ignorance this is. Of course it's easy for them to see the sky from the top of their ivory towers, but they will never understand the plight of the poor. Despite how angry this letter might seem, I'm quite content overall. I'm starting to feel as if I have a purpose, that I am moving in the right direction, and my happiness is due in no small part to the woman who has always stayed by my side throughout all these years. It is strange. I know you will probably never read these pages, just as I might never see one of your letters, but still I have a feeling as I'm writing these words that I'm talking to you through the ink. With that in mind, I love you, Sierra. Third letter. Sierra is dead. Killed by a group of scoundrels, and I should have laughed there, but sure, as she delivered food for the food bank in the Undercity. How quickly these words have been written down. But how can I express this anguish, this emptiness, even remotely? It sounds so absurd. I'm talking to a piece of paper, because no one else would want to listen to me. Nor could they even remotely understand what this means to me. Sierra always told me that these letters would give me strength, but they don't. These lines appear unfamiliar to me. Everything feels wrong. I feel wrong as I get up in the morning. I feel wrong when the sun hides behind the cloudy sky at noon, and I feel wrong as I lie alone in this big bed in the evening. Malthus judges suicide to be a sin, since every one of us has a purpose in life to fulfill. But could this really be my purpose? I might have 30 winters left at most, depending on whether or not an illness snatches me away. And behind me I can see nothing but failed dreams. Our downed food bank has led to downright wars at the banquets of the Undercity. The rich trying to weasel their way out of making payments as much as they can. And in front of me I can see nothing but fog? That seems most fitting. So tell me, Malthus, is it really my path? Is this my purpose? To be a failure whose fate is to die alone? My thoughts are chaotic and I'm tired. I don't want to keep writing. That is the last of his entries. We should probably give this info to Jespar over here. What? Is that a humongous ass mud crab? A king crab? I'm kind of scared of it. So once I kill this guy, I might want to be very careful about that one. Hi. You look kind of dead. Are you dead? He dead. Jesus, I don't want to fight this guy. Is this Yero's place? It's gotta be. Because that's where Jespar is. Oh, he's inside? Cool. Why does Yero have like a mine cart? Ice Claw, yay. Let's gobble that up. Ice Claw, where are you? Ice Claw. Oh, I have 3 of them. Well, I'll take those. Yero's house discovered. Great success. Oh, Jespar is in the basement. But I want to check out whatever is behind door number 1. A broom! Yay! Staff of healing. Now I need to get rid of stuff again. God damn it. What's my heaviest stuff? I mean... Screw it. Go away, Iron Cuirass. Another one of these! I mean, I'm gonna get rich off them. I think coal might be useful or something. Spare parts. Jeez, but it's spoiled. Oh, Yero was a peace reader. A jewelry box. Is this where you hide your goodies, Yero? World's greatest. Copper necklace of the highwayman. Sneak is 27% better. Yes. Ring on the tracker. Sneak is 7% better. Yes. Those better stack. Is Yero a sneaky kind of dude? Although the block... No, I don't use block as much as I mean, I can probably swap in combat if I want to. And the ring of the tracker. Goodbye, stamina. Why is there a skeleton in your house? Skinner and wild magic. Wonder if that's like a quest, something. Also, note to the finder. That was from the where we found the sword. Dear Finder, if you read this, it means that you have found my legacy. Whoever you are, take it and use it for a meaningful purpose. I emphasize it again, meaningful. For no value in the world, I will leave my hard-earned money to my daughter and her idiotic scheming. B. Leclerc. Cool. Do I learn anything from this? No. Alrighty then. Anything else? Oh shit. Sneaky, sneaky. Can I do it? Ah! Haha! I think there's another one. Oh. But where? Oh, right there. 2 of them. What? How dare you not die? They don't know where I am, though. Disciplines of Magic Entropy. I'll take it. Might be valuable. Oh, rats. Where'd you go? Did you run out? What's this? A piece of person? You dead? You dead? So what happened to your house? Is it just... Did it just, ooh, small backpack, leather curious. Did it just, rot away because you weren't here? Iron ore. Alright, let's head down and talk to Jespar. Oh, Jespar! You in here, buddy? I'd want to get a torch up. Fine clothes. Blazing spark. Silver ring. Lots of furniture. Oh, and highwaymen. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was a trap that I totally missed. Blue quartz. Silver! Oh, I can't move now. Great. I do need the pickaxe. Do I need a woodcutter's axe? Probably not. Let's be honest.
Sorry. I know.
And if I do, I can probably just find another one. That also a trap? Yup. Jespar, why didn't you just wait at the entrance instead of behind traps? Are you trying to get me killed? Ooh, hello. Got like a little reagent cubby. Is there anything else? I mean, the ice claw is a good price. Alberg, Magic Psionics. Probably more traps. Amphora. That looks kind of a... That looks pretty cool. If I had a house, I would keep that. I mean, I do have the wild mage place that I took from him. No trap for you. Hey, Jespar.
Well, if it isn't my new friend. Any luck?
Yeah, a lot of luck. A lot of luck, actually.
Well, if it isn't my new friend. Any luck?
I had a chat with Alfred. He seems to think that...
Well, that's interesting. Good work. That only leaves the mysterious object in the water. I'll have a closer look around here in the meantime.
Cool. Have you found anything?
I did, yeah. Some kind of closed-off room down the hallway here. Just give me some time to figure out how to get it open.
Sure. I found the letter.
Interesting. I didn't know about his companion's fate, to be honest. Irony of fate, isn't it? Murdered by those you wanted to help. But the Order will definitely be interested in these letters. Well done. That should be all we need then. Splendid.
So, have you gotten that door open yet? In the 2 seconds we've been talking?
I did, and now I finally know what to make of it. Come, follow me.
That was very fastly done. Fastly? Well, sure. We'll take it. Very well done. Let's just leave it at that. And we'll probably want to keep this at the handy. Are we coming? Jespar! Keep up! Oh, I hear something. Something's making noise. More books to sell? Come on, Jespar. Everyone's waiting on you. Oh. World's greatest. And all I get is a potato. Rude. don't knock over the lantern. Leather helmets. I mean, 11 armor rating. What am I using? 13. Let's just go leather. I do like the leather. It looks kind of cool too. I like it. What's this? Is that a trap? A starling lock. Maybe Jespar is gonna tell me something about that. Let's get rid of the torch. I mean, let's get rid of the torch. Oh, that's blinding. Probably gonna tell me to find these locks.
I present a Star People's lock. And I bet my buttocks will find another answer behind that door over there.
What is a Star People's lock?
Doesn't surprise me. This kind of lock is usually only found in treasuries or castles. But they can be picked, though that's going to be quite the challenge without the bolts.
You need bolts to open them?
Normally, yeah. It's quite simple, actually. Every keyhole has a matching bolt that latches into place once you insert it. And once all the keyholes, 5 in our case, are latched, the door the lock protects opens up. If you don't have the matching bolts, however, you should prepare yourself for the most frustrating break-in of your life. That is, if you don't happen to be Jespar, who knows a little trick.
Sweet! What kind of trick?
You can use wooden sticks instead of bolts. They'll break a couple of seconds after you put them inside the lock, but if you manage to get all 5 sticks into place before the first one breaks, you can basically trick the mechanism. It's all about speed, in other words. So I'd say you do the running, and I'll wait near the pressure plate. You ready?
Sure.
Splendid. Here are the sticks. All right, go!
But I haven't really found all of them. I only know where 3 of them are. It's 2. 3. Wait, didn't I use this one?
Damn, that was too slow.
Yeah.
We'll try it again.
I gotta know where all of them are. 2 over there,
Damn,
so...
that was too slow.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm
try
waiting,
again.
I'm waiting. This one done? Yeah. So the ideal path is then that, and then just drop down. Should be easy. And go. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Brilliant. We're really good at this. Now let's take a look and see what the old Magister didn't want anyone to see, shall we?
You gonna have like human sacrifices or something? There's gonna be something bad, right? No, might be a good time for a torch again. Or not. Thank you, sunlight.
Oh, shit.
Oh! Oh, that is a fire elemental! Luckily, we are 2 against 1. That would have killed the heck out of me solo. Oh, it still did. It still did. And that is a corpse behind us. Let's leave Jespar to do the tanking. And I'm gonna stay in the back. Like the mighty warrior I am.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit, indeed. Don't hit Jespar.
Now, come on. Don't make it so easy.
That should do it. And I'm not on fire, so everything works out.
Ugh. A fire elemental. And not a weak one. This Yero knew about magic, that's for sure. That leaves us with the question of what exactly this is supposed to be.
Is that his mom?
I suppose that's his companion. Though it's interesting that he was already on the wrong side of the law way before his rampage.
He was on the wrong side of the law? Why?
Well, burials are considered heathen here in Enderal, and have been forbidden for about 300 years now. Here, corpses are always cremated. The whole thing's called the Last Journey. The deceased is taken to a place he or she considered special during his or her life, immediately after dying. That's the only way the soul can move on to the eternal paths. Sounds very poetic, but I'm pretty sure the only reason the Order introduced the law was to prevent plagues. Plus, they might have noticed that too many lost ones running around on trade routes aren't that much fun for wanderers and traveling merchants.
True. So burying someone is considered a crime?
Yeah, but of course that only goes for the little man. The rich and powerful still tend to their family crypts. And there are still plenty of old vaults around from the time before this whole last journey thing was begun. And it's good that way. What would life as a treasure hunter be like without the notorious noble looking for family jewels in a century-old grave?
Cool. So what now?
Let's take a look around and see if we find anything.
Like this book right here? But before we do that, I would like to search you, get your salts. So salty. I was gonna say, can I loot you? Do you have any bone meal or human flesh for me? No. But, what are you? Beloved Sierra, this is my final letter to you and I'm writing it to ask for your forgiveness. Forgiveness for murdering you, because that's what I've done. I can very well imagine how you would react to this if you were still alive. You'd smile, shake your head and tell me that this was one of my moments, when I tend to blow everything out of proportion. But as much as I would like to believe that, you'd be mistaken. You'd be mistaken? No, it wasn't me who ended your life, but I still bear the responsibility. For it was I who let it come this far. Why? Because I was the one who deceived you. I was the one who told you those ridiculous tales of heroes and idealists. It was I who told you that only cowards give up, and it was I who infected you with all these ideas of mine, which were no more than foolish illusions. I see it now, clearer than ever, but I didn't then, because I made a mistake. The mistake of thinking that this world wants to be saved. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But the more you think about it, the more apparent it becomes. It doesn't. What? Okay. It never did, and it never deserved it anyway. And yes, I can imagine what you'd say to that too. That I became what we always loathe. But Sierra, just look around. Look around and confront reality. Confront the world we live in. Look at how much we have and how little we appreciate it. Look at how we could work together, but we fight wars instead. Look at how we could choose love, but instead choose hatred. It's never been different, Sierra, and no, there's no hope, no matter how much we tell ourselves there is. And it hurts me to write this, it really does. But it's the truth, plain and simple, and I'm tired of clouding my mind with all these lies we tell ourselves, again and again, just to avoid confronting the obvious. Mankind is at its end. A Kiranian philosopher once wrote that there's a point in our lives when we make a choice. The choice either to live valiantly, but in austerity, or to live corruptly, but in pleasure. The latter is what this philosopher calls choosing the void, because that is what's behind the surface of the supposed attractiveness of it. And do you see where I'm going, Zira? All of them, all of these numb-headed fools around us choose the void. We were among the few who didn't, among the few who dreamed of something more, and who were willing to sacrifice for it. And we might even have had succeeded if we hadn't been alone. But we were, Sierra, we were alone. And now they all talk of a red madness that infects our minds. Madness? It's so simple, don't you see it? They realize what they have chosen. They realize that their lives are devoid of sense, of purpose, and they can no longer look away from the truth. That they and their cowardice, that they and their ignorance shape the world with nothing in it worth living for. And no, I do not say this lightly. You should know this better than anyone else. I wanted to believe it. I wanted to believe that there's a way, that we had only to try hard enough. But what I see here, your withered body, shows me that all of our plans were doomed from the start. We should have fled to some remote island to become old together. We didn't. And now I'm here with your blood on my hands. All because I infected you with my folly. I'll go, Sarah. I don't know whether something awaits me after death or whether it's just darkness. And to be honest, I don't care. But before I go, I'll give this world what it deserves. Do you remember what I wrote? They had the choice between virtue and void, and they chose the latter. You shall have it.
What's that? Let me see. Uh-huh. A tragic ending for a tragic personality, I'd say. Well, I think that should suffice.
So, what do you think about this?
Well, what should I think about it? Yero was a self-righteous fool, just like all these do-gooders are. They celebrate themselves as great messiahs as long as everything goes well, but once they fail, it's the bad, bad world that's responsible for it. The wise hermit has a good saying for that. People are only idealists until it starts to hurt. He and his lady should have simply stayed in Riverville.
I'm gonna go with this. Mankind wouldn't be where it is without idealists. If it wasn't for them, we'd probably still be worshipping Asatoron?
I think that if we all just spent less time thinking about other people's problems, whores would have fuller purses, breweries emptier barrels, and tyrants fewer minions willing to cut their throats open for the one true god or the one true nation.
That's true as well. So what's next? Are we going to Ark?
Yeah, we are. Here, I've got 2 teleport scrolls that can take us right back to Riverville. Just meet me in the tavern once you're ready to go.
Sweet!
I have some stuff to take care of, so there's no need to hurry. Farewell.
Let's use that scroll, I think. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Magic! That's cool. Is there anything else we want to do in the vicinity, though? Let's see, world map. There was that big castle up here. Might want to check that out. But I think we're gonna use this scroll anyway, because I need to sell stuff. Either way. Off we go to Riverville! Off we go to Riverville! Huzzah!